About our next endeavor in getting organized and managing our time. And that's the concept of notepads and sticky notes. So, for many of us, we love a notepad. It helps us feel safe, gives us a place to jot information down, but unfortunately, they're wildly inefficient. So, in replacement of our notepad, we have a few options. We can either go to a small whiteboard, easy, just a notepad size whiteboard that you can write on for quick things you need. Because remember, in order to add more to it, you have to erase it and get it into the right system. Or it's the concept of a clean notepad every day, which means that there's not pages and pages, that you get one page. And when you get to the bottom, it's all got to be logged in and that first page gone. The big reason this is that all too many times things sit here, and again, they're not prioritized when they're in your notepad. They're kind of first in, next in, next in. And we have to break the dependency on paper. Notepads and sticky notes are incredibly inefficient and a huge crutch. We all love them, use them, and can't imagine our lives without them. But no one else can see the notes. Some, not all, make it into the management system. Data in a notepad is not prioritized like a management system. And again, if you are out at lunch, the team will struggle to find missing pieces. So it's not really a great way to manage your time. Sticky notes can easily go missing or fall off and get lost. They're not a great use of resources, and there's never enough room to write on them. So let's move on from sticky notes as well. Solutions we can get behind. Clean slate on the notepad every day. Only one page is used. Once the page is done, everything must be documented and torn off. Whiteboards that have to be erased. This is for those people who just don't seem to have the discipline to break the paper habit. A digital notepad on your computer. Every one of your computers has a digital notepad that you can take notes on that makes it easier to copy and paste into the system. And clean handwriting that everyone can understand. I know sometimes I've taken notes and then I look at it, I'm like, what was I thinking? This is our favorite, which is on call documentation. So before you hang up a call, you repeat what you did to the caller and you log it in real time. You could easily open an activity to suspense it out to yourself. But the idea is that the caller is reminded of what happened and you don't have any trailing documentation whatsoever. Bottom line is we need to reduce the dependence on paper where things can go missing and hide, and it stops our ability to work like a team. It's not date and time stamped. It won't work for any E&O issues. So your documentation of writing on paper actually could hurt the agency if there ever was a discrepancy. So who's freaking out right now? This is why we save it for a few weeks and we don't lead in with it. Our dependency on paper can be reduced. We just have to stretch out of our comfort zone. So we invite you to take the challenge of reducing your paper and picking which one you're going to stick with. Again, if you can't stick with it, it's going to have to be a whiteboard. So pick wisely.